Hi, y'all. Oh my goodness. Today is Monday the 21st, I believe. So let me update y'all. It's been a month, okay? A month since I've worked at Amazon. Because your girl, like I said, has been taking VTO. If they was offering it, your girl was taking it because first and foremost, like I told my son, I'm like, yo, I'm not in need of the money. Amazon was my plan B. I wasn't thinking about having two jobs at once. That was not my plan. It was just basically for me to make sure I have income coming in, seeing that my part-time job at the time was currently up in limbo. So anyways, now I obviously have my current full-time job and I'm at Amazon. I'm gonna work with it and see how far it goes. I know eventually it's not gonna last forever working two jobs, but I'm gonna keep going with it. So let me tell y'all. Okay, so previously I've only worked at this Amazon facility. It's at a sortation facility. It has a sortation and a fulfillment center all in the same place. The fulfillment center is not what I thought. You know how I'm thinking like fulfillment centers are like floors upon floors. This part of the fulfillment center is not the same as, it's not what I envisioned or what I've heard. It's totally different. So yeah. um but anyways, um you figure when I first started, I think it was like on the 16th of October on a Sunday. I worked Sunday, worked Wednesday. Those were training days. Thursday was my first day out in production, and I got VTO that day. That Wednesday, that second day of training, we got VTO. We were there probably for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and I only worked 4 hour shifts, okay? And um yeah, Thursday came along, they offer VTO. I'm like, I'm gonna take it. I was there for like an hour and a half. Okay, I was there for an hour and a half. That Saturday came along, and I wasn't in a good mood, y'all. So I ended up taking unpaid time off. Okay, and then after that, it's just been consistently VTO. And like I tell people, I'm like, why should I work if, okay, let me tell you something. If they're offering VTO, I'd rather take it versus them trying to send me home early because there's too many people there and there's no work left for us to do, right? So I'm like, be smart, save your gas money, and save time. And as you guys know, I haven't been in the best of moods anyway, so I was being smart about it. But yeah, y'all. After a month of being on basically VTO, my last day of work was on the 20th of October, and now we were on November 20th, and it felt good to be back. I'm like, oh my goodness, I love, like, I know Amazon is not for everybody. I know that. I love working for Amazon. Like, now I will say this. Let me tell y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Uh, Let me tell you what happened though. So your girl, I definitely forgot how to do, not how to do things, but like on the little handheld scanner, I forgot what to select. So I have to ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions and getting yourself refamiliarized, okay? You figure I was only there for really what, almost two full shifts combined, and that was it, right? So yeah, I asked questions. Now you know they could flex up, right? So as I mentioned, they didn't offer any VTO for Sunday, none. So I was like, you know what, Candace, this is your part of, going in and start working. You know, I'm like, either I can use unpaid time off or I can work. And I'm like, girl, you gotta, might as well work, get that money. You got bills that's coming up. Be smart about it. And it's nice because it's Amazon for me has always been just a way for me to get out the house and be moving. And I was moving. It felt good. It felt really good. It's a simple and easy job, you guys, for $17. So for $17 an hour or $17.50, it depends on what day I work. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Like it's easy money. But let me tell you what ended up happening. Now my feet started hurting around 1 o'clock ish. Nope, around 12 o'clock ish. Like 2 hours in, your girl feet started throbbing. I'm like, oh, wait, do we get a break? Y'all know me. I gotta ask about my breaks, y'all. And they were, the lady said, "Oh yeah, we do get breaks, but usually what they'll do is we're the wrap down our shift is the wrap down shift, and basically we take our shifts usually at the end. They were like, most of the times we usually take our 15-minute break at the end of our shift. So if we leave at, let's say, 2:30, they'll have us stop at 2:15, take a break, and then clock out at 2:30. And I'm like, oh, okay. And that kind of falls back to what the lady mentioned during training when I had asked, they said it all depends. And the person I did ask, she was like, sometimes they'll have us all take it all at once. So when I worked last night, we got done with all of our work, and before the next shift came in, there was nothing left for us to do. Okay, so I'm like, ooh, we're gonna get VTO. I'm like, ooh, I don't, thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't want VTO, because I'm here now, you know what I mean? Let me, do what I do and get reacclimated to this. And so they took allowed us to take a 15-minute break. Now I will say the break seemed like it lasted long. I took 15 minutes, okay? I took 15 minutes, but I feel like it wasn't supervised, because like when they were telling people to take break, everybody were in different stages of what they were doing. So if we were on break for already 5 minutes, people were just starting to come in, and some people would stay in for the full time. And that was okay, because we were unsure as what we were going to do next, because technically our job was over with, okay? This is around let's say 1:30, 1 o'clock ish, right? We were basically done. And I'm like, okay, we're done. As I mentioned, the next shift came in, and they were like, oh, once you take a break, come on back, we'll figure out what you're gonna do next. So as I mentioned, break seemed like it lasted longer than 15 minutes for some people. I took my 15 minutes because I just think it's only right. I came back, and we were just standing around at the end of the day. Like, so it didn't matter if people were still in the break room or not, because when I got back to the floor, it was still up in limbo what we were going to be doing, right? And during this time, I will say, there was like some new hire classes being conducted. There was one in the break room, and then another new hire class was, getting their experience for like their second day experience. And then the people in the break room, that was basically like their first day. So I'm like, cool, so we ended up going back, and I'm like, okay. Oh, there's like, so basically what we ended up doing was scanning the packages and putting them onto the pallets, which that's what we would usually do in the beginning of our shift. Like when I usually come in, When I came, I can't even say how when I came and how it was, to be honest. Um, what did I do? Well, I was putting stuff on the pallet and I was shrink wrapping the pallet, and then after that, I was bringing once we got all the pallets and all the stuff off the conveyor belts onto the pallets, and the pallets are wrapped up with shrink wrap. We ended up staging them, for like the truck people to put it on. So when we came back from break, as I mentioned, all of our stuff was done, right? So basically, we started the process all over. And yeah, that was it, y'all. Now let me tell y'all, this is around 1 something. 2:30 hits, and I'm like, we should be able to go. I'm like, nobody, why everybody's still here? And it's like, I think they flex us up an hour. Now, if you don't know, at Amazon, they automatically tell you that there's a possibility they may flex up an hour or flex down an hour. And I'm like, we are all done. Like, to myself, I'm like, we are all done with our work. So I personally didn't understand why they would have us work further. But anyways, they flexed us up an hour, y'all. So I was there for 5 hours yesterday. Your girl feet was hurting. My calves was hurting. But it felt good. It felt good. I ain't gonna lie. It felt good. I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Uh, so yeah, that was my first day back. Somebody was like, "Oh, your first day back, huh? And here you are already getting flexed up an hour." I'm like, "Yeah, I was not expecting that." She was like, I asked her because this was a person that I was in train or started off with, and I was like, "How has it been?" She's like, for the most part, they've been sending us home, as I mentioned to you guys. Remember, like, I take VTO if they're offering it, because if there's no work left, there's a possibility that they're going to send you home. And she's like, yeah, I live way too far for them to be sending me home. It's pointless for me to, drive all the way, probably where she lives at. It's probably like a 45-minute drive one way. And she's like, yeah, I don't like it when that happens. And I'm like, I can understand, because it's a waste of money. That's what I was telling my son, like, and I told you guys, like, if they're offering retail, that means that they have more than enough people there, Now, I will say this, when I was in the break room, on the, like, the tables, they have like little calendars of what's coming up and so forth. But basically, like I kind of told you guys, I figured VTO was going to start dwindling down. They said basically between November 24th through December 24th or 25th, 24th, November 24th to like December 24th, that like it was going to change. Things were going to change. Like, no approvals for, vacation time and stuff like that. So I know that things are going to start picking up drastically. So, and that's just to be expected, right? Because you got Black Friday, you got Cyber Monday, and then you got just the holiday, everybody shopping after Thanksgiving and Black Friday. That picks up everything. So I'm happy during this month I did what I needed to do, and took it easy. But I was happy to be back the first time back in a month yesterday. So yeah. And I got flexed up an hour. As I mentioned, my feet was throbbing. I came home, and I will say this: I came home and I got like a 2 hour sleep, because Jamez ended up having his nose surgery today, which it was successful. So I'm hoping, like, once he heals up, that he can breathe properly and so forth. But yeah, we got that done. So I only had like 2 hours worth of sleep between me, coming home and waking up early in the morning for his appointment today. But yeah, it's been good. I actually was off from work today from my job. My full-time job that I'm in training with. We do have Thursday and Friday off. So yeah, I'll go back to work tomorrow there. And I don't go back to Amazon until Thursday. But yeah, y'all, it's kind of start picking up. It's kind of start picking up. I don't have much plans as to what I want to do with the extra income from Amazon, but I know for the first paycheck or two, as I mentioned, I want to make sure that I get everything situated out for me and my son's cars before the year's over. He has an inspection. We both have to get oil changes. So yeah, y'all. Just trying to be smart. Just trying to be smart with the money. There's nothing that I want. I don't think there's anything that my son really wants at all. I know before he used to talk about getting an Xbox X series or something like that. I would love to gift him that. But like it's like $400, which is, to me, like I told you guys, I am not a gift giver, but like, you know, when you have somebody that doesn't ask for anything and, you know, they say what they would like, and it's easy for me to want to buy my son anything because he doesn't ask for much, you know. But yeah, y'all, I have no shopping plans. As I mentioned, I don't celebrate holidays at all, but you know, I like to still get in on deals. Okay. And yeah, y'all, but yeah, I don't plan on buying anything. I would love a new couch. I still gotta show you guys my couch. I would love a new couch. My couch, I love my couch, don't get me wrong. I'm like, ooh, Candace, you should probably just get it upholstered, you know. I've had it since 2017, which is not bad, but for years and years, the stuffing has been out of this couch. So, you know, I make do with what we got, you know, using pillows. Hey, it does the job. It does the job. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell you that, yeah, my first day back at Amazon, and they made me work 5 hours versus my regular 4. We were done with our stuff, but they ended up keeping us on. And you know what's funny? Because when they kept us on, I didn't see new people come in to help us out. Like, it was all the same people. So I'm like, you have the people that came in at 1 o'clock. Where was all these new people at? Because everybody that I was seeing in my section, it was people that was there from when my shift had started. So I'm just like, where's this other people, you know? I just couldn't understand where that shift had went. It was really weird, because I'm like, there should have been more people helping us out, because this is technically, this part of this stuff that we were doing is not technically what we would do during wrap down. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. As I mentioned, you know, people come and go with Amazon. People come and they figure, hey, this is not for me, and I totally get that. Amazon, these jobs at Amazon is not for everybody. I will say I have loved every different thing I have worked at. I would say I did like doing the grocery shopping, but me being a bigger person and just, you know, being so busy and not being able to move around like I wanted to, it just wasn't productive for me. And I was just like, it put my, and plus I was in a bad mood. It just didn't make me seem like I was very productive. So I have videos about that. But yeah, that's my first day back, y'all. I know it's just a lot of rambling, but thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.